Hi everyone, welcome back to Good or Good Enough. So I saw the film Eternity, and here is my little review. Okay, so what happened in Eternity? So basically the plot is, in an afterlife where souls have 1 week to decide where to spend eternity, Joan is faced with the impossible choice between the man she spent her life with and her first love, who died young and has waited decades for her to arrive. Very cool. This movie really has such an edge of sweetness to it and sadness that I guess it culminates in the X factor for this film. Something just kind of gives it that feeling. A quick summary for this film is it's PG-13, an hour and 54 minutes. I think it definitely uses the time well. It's not too short, not too long. It's pretty good. It has 7 stars. It's a romantic comedy, supernatural fantasy, comedy, drama, romance, directed by David Frayne, written by Patrick Koughnett, with a little input from director David Frayne. It is starring Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen, and Callum Turner, who I'm not too familiar with. And there's a few other unknown people who do very well with their roles. The budget was $12 million, and it grossed $38 million. Very successful. The X Factor, yes, it does have that. I think it has some conflict. It does seem to have a ticking time bomb, because they're trying to choose where to spend their eternity. There's character development, a good twist, fine ending, I guess a character arc in a way. And then, do I recommend this film? Definitely yes. Okay, so now we'll get into spoilers for this film. So basically, at the end of the movie, she has decided that the younger guy who passed away when he went to war didn't... I guess isn't her true love. The other guy is played by Miles Teller. So she goes to find them, but the guards or whoever is after her. So she finds out that this guy played by Miles Teller is at this bar place. So she goes there to see him, and yeah, it's really sweet. It's so nice. I think they're cast very well. She basically says that she knows a place to go. He looks like he doesn't want to go. She gets scared, and then he says yes. So they go, and they spend an eternity together. Basically, in Scottsdale, I forgot what he said. Sunnydale, wherever they went. Pretty cool. It's very sweet, very sad. It has that. This is a definite hit from A24, and it's really awesome. And then now I can talk about some of my favorite moments from this film. I really liked the opening. It was so funny. They just typical kind of senior behavior in a way, I guess. And then when they go to the party, he hints at the Callum Turner's character. Pretty funny. And then this part is where he chokes and dies, and then that's where he goes. And it is a gender reveal party, so we see that the pink things fall, indicating that it was a girl. Pretty funny and sad, of course. And then he goes there, and then he's in his same clothes, whatever. But it's kind of like the lobby scene in Beetlejuice, but you revert back to a specific time. So he's wearing the clothes that he died in, but it reverts back to a previous time. So yeah, all of that is pretty cool. Yeah, when he walks around, it's so super funny. And then the lady with the parachute was hilarious. That part's awesome. And then, yeah, they go around. Really elaborate. It's just done so well. And then this is the bar where he ends up at the end of it, at the end of the movie. And then he meets Callum Turner's character, which is hilarious. I really didn't expect that. But, yeah, pretty cool. And then I guess eventually she shows up. She passes away eventually. And then she's there, and then he sees her, and he's like, what? Joan. Yeah, her name is Joan. Hilarious. And he tries to go get her, go find her. Super hilarious. And they're back together. Really awesome. There's so many moments in it. There's a lot. It's just so entertaining. It's hard to choose the best moments. There's so many. Beautifully shot, too. A lot of the shots are incredible. But it's hilarious. They're just waiting around, trying to decide. Oh, she has to choose. Oh, it's easy until Callum Turner shows up. See? That's kind of the big thing. So then she has to choose between either one. So she goes out. I think she does end up choosing him, or it's a test choosing. And then she finds out that I forgot why. They don't have everything in common or something like that. Pretty awesome, though. And then he decides to help her and to distract the guard. Or later, he decides to distract the guard or the movie theater person. And yeah, but yeah, they have a big argument, whatever. But yeah, then eventually they work together. Yeah, see, like that, whatever. At this part, when they're hanging out and talking, super awesome, though. Then she has to choose. She doesn't know what to do. And then these two have the hilarious side story between these two. Absolutely hilarious. And then they hang out and they talk some more. It's just beautifully shot. Every scene, too, incredible. And then they do that, and then they say goodbye because he wants her to be happy. And then they're together, and he's trying to choose what to do. And then these two are together now. It's absolutely hilarious. Then they talk, and then we see how they're doing. They do all their stuff. And then I think that she doesn't want to be with him or something. She just wants to be with the other guy. Yeah, with this scene, basically, this is the big scene where they have their issue with each other. I guess it's saying it's young love. She wants to go back to choose the other guy. I guess she doesn't think that they were going to, like, work out together. But he died in war, so if he didn't get drafted and gone to war, go over there, they would have stayed together, and she would have never met the other guy, right? Yeah, so she basically wants to go back. He helps her sneak into the movie theater, or the archives of memories, I think. Then she goes through a bunch of things. Really sad, just so beautiful. And then goes back to find him. They help her out, and he meets him in the bar. And then they spend an eternity together. It is so, it's just so beautiful, though. There is something about this movie, because I guess it's real. Oh, it's something that could happen. We don't know what happens when we die. So that's why this is so, it's a concept of an unknown idea translated in a very beautiful way. And thank God A24 was behind it. If Disney did this, they would have sunk $200 or $300 million into those sets, and they would have lost. They would have made like $100 million. They would have topped off at 500, 250, maybe 300, or whatever, under the budget, of course. But what I'm saying is, I'm glad that A24 got this film. Any other studio, I don't think would have done it correctly. Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen both played Mr. Fantastic and the Scarlet Witch, respectively. So, and those are big stars, which is pretty hilarious. I mean, the movie it's $12 million budget. If it was any other company, they would have done $120 million. They would have added another zero on that. It's perfect, and it's PG-13, so everybody could watch it. Why make it rated R? It didn't need to be rated R. So that's a good thing. So yeah, those are my favorite moments. And the spoiler again as well. Things I would fix for this movie, honestly, nothing. I really don't think anything would. I don't know. I don't think there's anything I would have changed. Maybe something tiny, but overall, not really. The casting is fine, I think. And yeah, I think it's all pretty much good. All the choices were great. And then the visuals, it looked very great. All the shots, the colors, the aesthetics, the color palette, the sets, the everything, the layout, the cinematography, the color choices, all of it all worked out very well. And the sound was great too. I like the sound design. Pretty cool, pretty straightforward. And then my final thoughts are that, let's see, it was a sad concept. I guess don't watch it if you're afraid of dying, because I don't know, this kind of will teach you maybe a little bit to make the right choice. I mean, if the eternity thing is even real, whatever, who knows? But we like to think it is, so I think that maybe if it's too real feeling to you, maybe don't watch it. but I definitely recommend it because it's so sweet. It has a sadness and sweetness edge to it, as you can see, as you saw. And then I'm glad it's not rated R, basically. I mean, that's good. And again, the summary for this film is that it is PG-13. It is 1 hour and 54 minutes. It has 7 stars. Dramatic comedy, supernatural fantasy, comedy, drama, romance. Directed by David Frayne. Written by Patrick Kumain and some from director David Frayne. It stars Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen, Callum Turner. I think it was cast very well amongst these other actors with the side roles, which are, I think, perfectly cast. The budget was $12 million. It made $38 million. It has an X factor, I would say. Lots of conflict, I would say, because they don't all really agree with some things. There's a ticking time bomb because of they have to choose eternity, where to live. The ending is very nice, fine twist. The ending is very nice and beautiful. I think the twist is okay. It's pretty cool, you know, because it's nice that there's a choice and leading to conflict. And then I do recommend this film. And my final rating for this film is that it is good. And that wraps up this review of Eternity. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment down below about what you thought if you saw it. And I will see you in the next review. Peace.